Hey everyone, Brendan from Goalorious, where we focus on goals, gains, and giveaways. As a reminder, I do a free weekly crypto giveaway for all my subscribers. Click the link in the description for more information. But today we're going to be talking about BSC Max, this interesting new project that I recently discovered and want to talk about with you guys today. As always, this is not financial advice. It's not investing strategy. I'm not affiliated with BSC Max. I just want to talk about it. I thought it was an exciting project. They're still in like the pre-sale phase. I'll talk about how you do that. I'll talk about their white paper, everything wrong with that. I'll talk about their awesome team where they have a pretty huge team and everything that they do, and kind of just give like an overview of everything going on with this project because I've kind of skimmed through a bunch of links here and I was super excited about it that I want to talk about with you guys today. So BSC Max, BSMX is their symbol. So what is this? It's a community governed launchpad. Community governed launchpad is a powerful decentralized IDO platform for the Binance Smart Chain. Obviously, Binance Smart Chain, BSC. That's where that comes from. And this is all things that they do. They focus on pools, staking, farming, lottery, NFT, and audits. Audits was an interesting thing. I'm going to talk about the white paper and what that actually means. But they want to essentially help other projects launch. And I think that's a great idea. I talk a lot about launch pads, and I think it's a good idea to, essentially help others. So this actually, let me refresh my browser because this is the video. I don't know why I can't pause it. I just won't press it. This is the video, which I showed earlier on. Was found solution toward all token holders, an exclusive and sorry, I don't know why this is like that. There you go. Fundamentals of existing launchpads acquiring enough tokens to participate in the ecosystem is prohibitive, and even if you can hold the tokens, you're not guaranteed an allocation spot. These are based on first come, first serve basis, where automated bots can fill the whitelist spots in a matter of seconds. BSC is creating fair decentralized launches. So I think that's an awesome thing, and it's like something that I guess I don't think about is where you don't want someone creating multiple, working with multiple bots, creating multiple accounts, things like that, investing in everything. You want it to just be as fair as possible. And this whole whitelisting approach, which we're kind of going to be going over a little bit today, is going to help solve that. This is their team, which I mentioned, and you can literally click each one of their pictures to actually goes straight to their LinkedIn profile to learn more about their background. So I think that's awesome. And they have a huge team: CEO, founder, business development manager, UX designer, marketing specialist, senior architect, blockchain expert, business analyst, funds advisor, funds capital. So it's cool. And right now they are BSC Max, which is their website. BSC Max is their .com is their website. Their launchpad is launching in July, but these are the things that they're planning in the future, having a TRON launchpad, a Solana launchpad, and a POLYGON launchpad sometime next year. So I think that's great. Like I said, you want to help cater to all these different networks, and this is their goal and what they're trying to do. And with this huge team behind it, it seems like they can do that with all the expertise and manpower behind this. Okay, so for them specifically, BSMX, I keep wanting to say Max, BSMX private presale. Again, I like talking about early projects and can get in early as a presale. So if you're interested in this, then please, learn more about this. Do your own research. Let me see if I can make this bigger and it still looks good. It does. Do your own research. But I think it's interesting. Obviously, we want to check to make sure that they have a team and like white paper and things like that, which they do. So this is their total supply: 1 million BSMX. The start is July 24th. So you guys have lots of time to do your research, lots of time to get in, etc. It ends. It's only a day. The private presale supply 130,000. This is the price. This minimum contribution is 0.1 BNB. 10 BNB is max contribution, so that's what you can do. So at that $1.35 price, you could do the math. In 22 days. So if you actually click on this whitelist, and this is what they were saying, where they want to be able to control who gets in. They don't want to just let bots or whoever kind of get in. They actually want you to, I guess, apply and get approved for this. So this is the form where you have to, they also are trying to expand on their community, which I think is a cool thing. So you can join Telegram, Twitter, things like that, and they have some information about what is your wallet address, what's your username, blah, 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 just to make sure that they can verify you, etc. There's a couple things you have to do, but it's a fairly easy process, and I think it's good that there's an actual human doing this and vetting all these out. Well, that you're a human who's buying it, but it's also a human that's vetting through these and making sure that that these are actual people getting to this without, so make it as fair as possible. So that's the private presale. Those have a public presale, which is a million BSCMAX. They have the date, July 30th. Prices at 15 cents more. A lot more supply just in case you miss it or you just kind of want to see how the presale goes. And that's in 28 days, and you can't click this yet, but I assume the whitelist process will be similar. So yeah, definitely check that out. So the other things, if you want to check out the distribution of tokens, I don't know why this image, let me just make it bigger. There you go, it works. Sorry, let me make this. So kind of the same thing, public presale, 450,000, private 130, seed 70,000, partnerships 100,000, reserve 100,000, marketing 70,000, team 80,000. So if you want to do the math, the math is right here, 45%, 7-8%. I mean, it all makes sense. Like I said, they're not allocating anything for their team. That's ridiculous. It's 8%, which is less than what they're giving for like partnerships, etc. So I think that's great, and that's what you kind of want to see, that they're not, reserving a huge supply for the team, and that's considering how large they are. I think it's very generous. And yeah, so this is their roadmap, or so this is kind of like their use proceeds of, and we'll talk about these when we talk about the audit. But this is the roadmap. Where are we? July already, or somehow. Private listing, PancakeSwap, CoinMarketCap, CoinGecko listing. First IDO announcement in August. Staking, which they have. Launch of Max Swap, which was, Max Swap right there was one of their products. Bridge for TRON, TRMX. Oh, so they already have their symbols for these private and public sales. So that's awesome. So, again, yeah, each of these will be individual. I guess that makes sense. So you could potentially be holding 4 different tokens depending on which launchpad they have. That's cool. Solana right here, and then Polygon Q1 of 2020. Polygon, obviously Polygon-matic, lots of hype lately. I think it's cool. I don't know anyone that's trying to run these multiple launch pads, but again, with their experience, it seems like they know what they're doing. Cool. So let me just make sure that I covered all that. Yeah, so let's jump straight to the white paper. Sorry, I was looking at it, which actually did a good job. They just literally released this recently. So they have most secure IDO platform from Binance Smart Chain, BSC Max, Max Swap, BSC Max Audit, NFT Max. So they do have an NFT component. So let's just jump straight to where they actually talk about this. So Max, what we talked about, solution to incentivize reward all token holders. It's a way to inclusive and with, they need a space right here, and a low barrier to entry. The hallmark of BSC Max is a 2-round system that makes every entry tier guaranteed allocation. There's no luck, no lotteries, no bots, only fair distributed rewards for all participants. So yeah, so that right now, I guess they're doing it through this Google form or like that, but I see in the future them having an actual platform where you do it. I think that makes sense. And it's like, right now, the best way to do it is to do it, have a person actually vet everyone that's coming in and making sure that, that's a legitimate person. That's who you want. You don't want a bot that, it's set to buy at this price, and as soon as it gets to this price, it sells. And especially when you escalate that to like 100,000 bots, that's not what you want. You want it to be a legitimate person. And I think that's why they make you do those like tweet to Twitter, follows in Telegram, obviously to grow their community, but it's also part of it is like, they want to verify that you have an account. They verify that there's no sophisticated bot that can do all those things. It would be a lot of work, but I guess that's kind of it. They go through the background, which which you could check out, the white paper, their vision. They're obviously talking about the Binance Smart Chain market, their capital allocation problems, solving for fairness and things like that. The word bots highlighted here, and which makes sense. They want to make it proportional and make it as fair as possible. They talk about they talk about some more fairness, 100% purpose for the community, for all members, etc. So their overall goal is investing should be open to anyone, easy to join, and completely decentralized. That makes sense. So round 1, they talk about their initial offering, holding BSCMAX tokens. Round 2, any tokens not sold in the first round pull up for sale again. The second round is first come, first serve. And then, yeah, again, you can read all that stuff. And they go into very much detail onto like allocation. Specifically, they put into different tiers: diamond, ruby, sapphire, opal. Sorry, I apologize if this is small. But again, you can check the website. Yeah, they put into different tiers and stuff like that. So I guess I got to press this button, right? They talk about their launchpad. And they have some screenshots on here, which is not, yeah, like I said, I think right now they're only using Google Forms right now, but obviously they plan to have, to be able to do this straight onto the website, and they have an easy way to figure out like, okay, this one is closed. This one is, wait for the next one. This is how much they've sold. This is the allocation. This was how you got into it. This was cap. So I think that's awesome. Then obviously the different tiers, etc. They put a lot of thought and effort into this. Remember their team. They have tons of experts on this. So that's just interesting. Obviously they have the IDO platform, the Max audit service. We have a team of engineers and analysts specializing in blockchain technology, which we confirmed. Business analytics they need space. Maybe they need another. Is that a copywriter? It's okay. They're very busy. They literally. First iteration. Wide experience in crypto market. Our core team is famous for its market reports since 2014. Started an audit and development firm for smart contracts at the beginning of the ICO rush and expanded our expertise to market research, exchange analytics, security, and technical evaluation of projects. So again, you can do audits through them, which I think is great. I think anyway you're trying to help out new projects launch and be as safe as possible, I think is a great thing. And they talk about like why choose them. They talk about their Cal investment fund, their tokenomics. They have it all here. This is 26 pages, right? So they talk about their allocation if you really want to get into nitty gritty of like percentages and token counts, etc. They also have the competitor overview, like, kind of what they show you, like BSC starter, BSC pad, BSC station. Yep. So you can look more into this if you want to. Types of projects we consider. So if you actually have a project and you want to learn more about this, obviously get in contact with them to learn more. But they talk a little bit about, what you need to have this. And this is like stuff that I check for because I want to make sure projects are as safe and secure as possible. Finalizing team concepts, so having a white paper, have a development team, public code repositories like on GitHub or Gitbook, are close to either a testnet or mainnet implementation. So yeah, that's who they want. They don't want these like a single guy that says, oh, I just have this idea. They want you to be far down the line, which I think makes sense. If you're using their expertise, they want to make sure that your project is in a good state. Again, if you want to even think about using them, obviously contact them if you're a new project. And talk a little bit more about the whole entire process and the benefits, etc. They also have these other projects that they work like the Max Swap and NFT Max, which they have some information on this. I assume Swap is a swapping service. They're working on a bunch of things. Obviously NFT Max, I assume will have an NFT focus. I'm just taking a wild guess here. Different type of sales from fair LBP pool launches and NFT auctions on chain. I think there's a bunch of projects that want to obviously play in the NFT space, and I've talked about a lot of those in the past. So I think that makes sense to make sure that your offering encompasses that. So that's good. Obviously the audit service BSC Max. Again, they talk about this more and more and the benefits of them, and I think that's great. Again, here is more information on the most powerful IDO launcher. And again, if you're comparing other things with this they give a great breakdown on everything going on. But yeah, again, I think it's an exciting project. I think a lot of things that they're doing make sense. I'm obviously big for ensuring projects, especially small projects, don't have the resources, partner up with things like BSC Max to have a successful launch. And they have the team behind the resources. You want to put your project in the best hands and make sure that it's as best, as most successful as possible. So I think that should definitely check them out. I do think it's an exciting thing that they're working on all these different, let's see if I remember it, BSC, Binance Smart Chain, TRON, Solana, and Polkadot. So yeah, definitely check this out. I think they've put a lot of time and effort into this white paper, which I think is great. If you want to learn more about them, check out their Twitter at BSCMAX_. They give updates on their pre-sale and everything going on. So definitely check that out. And they probably have some updates on what they're doing with NFTs and just kind of like everything else. Take your project to another level. Launch your project in BSC Max. And I think they have like a apply here button. Did we check this out? Yeah, so this is the IDO application. So if you want to learn more about actually becoming a part of BSC Max, they talk about your project. And obviously they want you to be somewhere in the late stage, ready to launch section. But again, if you're even interested, talk to them. They can give you some great advice. They have a lot of great things going on. And I think in the future, I think that the more projects that launch on here, I think the value of the token, the value of the project will just continue to go up. And I'm going to keep you guys updated on this. We have lots of time before the pre-sale to figure out, if this project is for you. Do your own research. Check out the website. Try to learn more. Again, apply on the form to be whitelisted to buy if you're remotely interested. And yeah, I think it's an awesome project, and I definitely will keep you guys updated on this. So let me know in the comments what you think of BSC Max. Let me know if you plan to participate in the pre-sale or anything in general about this project. But thanks again for watching. Catch you guys later.